Ana Bellinghausen here with Masyn Winn, one of the Cardinals' top prospects. We're taking a walk at Werner Park with Masyn. Want to ask you first, though, first season in AAA for you, what have you learned?
I've learned a lot. There's a lot of vet guys here. Especially on the pitching staff. Hitting-wise, we got some older dudes, but the pitching staff, I think, talking to them and kind of being a sponge around those guys and, just really soaking up all the knowledge has been a lot of fun. Defensively, playing behind these guys is a lot of fun as well. Hitting in the lineup with guys like Bake and, Karakuto, Moises Gomez, it's been a really good time.
Yeah, I know one of your buddies, Jordan Walker, same draft class as you, he just got called up. Talk to me about him and just the duo you have. I know you guys have been kind of following each other through the minor leagues.
No, it's been a lot of fun. Coming in a pro ball, not knowing him too much is, going to be a little surprised. I didn't know how he was going to be, but, over the years we've gained a great relationship. Watching him play the game and go about his business has been amazing. His call up to the big leagues, we all knew it was coming at some point, so really happy for him, excited to see what he's got for this year.
Well, I want to take you back on your baseball journey out of Katy, Texas. What was it like growing up down there?
I was actually born there. Born and raised, I guess, in Kingwood, Texas, but it's a lot of fun. Houston is, great state of Texas. I love it. My favorite city personally, a little biased, but, real hot, but a lot of good baseball, football, and basketball, really good sports down there.
Got to ask you about your middle name. It's Blaze. Where did that come from?
Actually, my mom, so all my brothers have colors as a middle name. My oldest is Sky, and then we got Jade and Gray, and Blaze is actually a shade of red. So my mom, she had a good idea with that. So yeah, that's where that comes from.
That's amazing. Just through that baseball journey too, who did you look up to growing up? Who were your guys?
I'm a big Marcus Stroman fan. I've always been, a Stro Show guy, especially growing up pitching. I threw pretty hard and for my size as well. And his saying, height doesn't measure heart is always stuck with me. And then I would say Jose Altuve, another short guy, Houston guy, loved him to death for sure.
Yeah. What's been your biggest emphasis this past off season and then right now to improve your game?
I think offensively is where I needed my biggest step. I'm still trying to work at it every day, just be more consistent, just trying to get on base for the guys behind me to hit me in and, produce some runs. But, I would say offense has been the biggest thing I've tried to work on, and defensively, that's just, everyday work in progress.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting to go to spring training and learning from the big league guys, what do you think you pulled away most from learning from those vets?
I kind of missed out on Nato and Goldie and Edmund a little bit just because they were at the WBC, but, being around some of those guys, you got Flaherty, you got Tommy Edmond when he got back, I would say was a big one for me. Paul DeYoung, he was there the whole time. He was great. But just being around those guys and seeing how they went about their business and how professional they were, day in and day out, 0 for 5, 5 for 5, it didn't matter. It was really cool to see that.
Have you envisioned what it'll be like when you put on a St. Louis Cardinals jersey?
Oh, of course. I'm hoping my debut might be in Busch Stadium. That'd be a real nice opener for the debut. But me and Jordan talk about it a lot. Obviously, he's made his debut already, but I think about being under the bright lights a lot for sure.
What do you attribute most to your success throughout your career to get you here to this point, just one step away from the major leagues?
I would say my mom for sure. I talked to her a lot. Growing up, being a single mom up until I was about 9 years old. She's kind of always played the mom and dad role. So I think the confidence she's put in me and the leadership skills she's instilled in me growing up, I think she's been the biggest thing for my career for sure.
One last question. When someone brings up the name Masyn Winn, what do you want to come to mind?
I honestly want them to think of a great shortstop. When you think of Ozzie Smith, you think of the Wizard, the best shortstop, one of the best of all time. And I'm hoping by the end of my career, a lot of people will say that about me defensively.
Well, thanks so much, Masyn. Appreciate the time.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having me.